401. Thank you. So I'd like to call to order the October 16th meeting of the Norwalk Traffic Authority. We have a quorum. First item on the agenda is public comment. If you're here to comment on one of the business items, then I'd ask you to wait until your item comes up, and then we'll move forward. But if they're here to comment on any other item that you're concerned about.
Mayor, it doesn't look like we have anyone here from the public.
Okay. Next item is to approve the minutes of the meeting of September 18th, 2023. Do I have a motion?
So moved, Mayor.
Okay, moved by Commissioner Lopez. Any corrections, deletions, or omissions?
I have none.
I have none either.
Okay. All in favor of approving the minutes as corrected? I'm sorry, as submitted.
I move approval.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next item, there's a typo in the first line where it says West Rocks Road. I believe that's West Avenue.
Yes, it does, Mayor. Thank you.
So we want to change that. So the item will now read, approve the road closure from Butler Street from West Avenue to Crescent Street. Do I have a motion to move that item forward?
I move item 2 for discussion.
Okay, the item is moved forward for discussion. Who's going to handle this from the city?
Stephen Ivan from Redevelopment will be talking on this one, Mr. Mayor.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. So as part of the Pinnacle infrastructure project that we have going on that involves the undergrounding of several of the utilities along the block associated with the site development, a piece of this work is to install a new electrical vault that will access Eversource infrastructure and feed into the new development. As a piece of this where it's identified as the work zone, there is an either 8 by 12 or 8 by 14 vault structure that's going in there that'll utilize Eversource's switchgear to energize a piece of the property. Previously, we had agreed to leaving 11 feet of travel lane open, but as this plan got revised due to the requirement to alter a piece of the water line in order to fit the vault in between the existing infrastructure in the road, will encroach on that other lane of traffic and won't be able to maintain it only as they're installing this vault. So as it's proposed, we're asking for 7 days of potential closure. It will hopefully be less than that, but just with the excavating that they have to do in order to fit the vault in the ground, we won't have enough space to keep the road open to through traffic. As a part of this, we're asking to reroute truck traffic down through Harbor Avenue and up along Chapel Street. Since it's a three-way intersection, it'll give the trucks a little bit wider of a sweep to make that turn, and then local automobile traffic through Orchard Street and down Quincy Street. So if you guys have any questions, I'm happy to discuss the project or the work zone and answer any questions that you have.
Well, that'll be 7 to 3 each day, not totally close that entire time.
Correct. It won't. It'll be plated during non-working hours. We've discussed it with them to have proper shoring in place to make sure that it can handle any kind of truck traffic or other weight load on top of the structure as it's being worked on.
And you'll have police officers stationed to help, and the detour will be marked properly?
Yep, and that'll all come through Grasso Construction, the approved contractor for the infrastructure work of the project.
Commissioners, any further questions or any?
I have none.
I don't have any questions. If it
Okay.
works the way it's planned, it'll be okay.
Mm-hmm. The chief or deputy chiefs have any questions or concerns?
I do not, Mayor.
No, Mayor.
Okay, all in favor of item number 2 on the agenda?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you,
Next
everybody.
item. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Next item, item number 3. Can I have a motion to approve that, to bring that forward?
I move item 3 for discussion.
Okay, it's present the proposed 20-mile-an-hour school zone from 8:15 to 9:15 and 3 to 4 for Fox Run Elementary School on Fox Run Road, from 11 Fox Run Road to Philo, and Philo from Street from Fox Run to Richards. Who's going to handle this from the city?
I will be, Mr. Mayor.
Okay,
So we were approached by the school to slow down speeds as part of the issues we're seeing around schools. Multiple other schools, we have proposed a 20-mile-per-hour school zone, including the one Tracy Magnet School on Camp Street. So this was just a continuation of that process. We recently installed new sidewalks along the Philo Street portion of the school. And in the future, once the road is repaved, we'll be installing new pavement markings and bike lanes, which should help also slow down speeds and make the area a little safer for kids to get to school. If you look at my screen in the blue, you can see the proposed new school zone that we would do. And then it would be only 20 miles per hour proposed school zones for the peak arrival and dismissal times, which for the school is 8:50 a.m. is the start and 3:25 is the leave time. So the peak times would be 8:15 to 9:15 in the morning and 3 to 4 in the afternoon. So with your blessing, we would like to send this to OSTA to get official approval of this. And once approved, we'll install all the regulation signage and flashers.
questions from the commissioners?
Yeah, this
Uh,
was a,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead,
I'm sorry.
Tony. Go ahead, Tony.
No, I have none. The only thing was, I mean, other than you mentioned the flashing lights and the signage, I mean, there is no other involved infrastructure, right? That's going to impede traffic is what I'm getting at, correct?
Right. So we will have new infrastructure that in terms of pavement markings and the sidewalk that we did install this year and coming into next year, which will help in terms of creating a safer environment, slowing down speeds, but nothing that would stop the amount of traffic to be able to get through.
Okay, great. Thank you. No other questions.
Okay.
Will this be consistent with the other school zones?
Um,
Speeds?
Commissioner Collier-Clemens, it would be consistent in terms of in terms of the infrastructure, in terms of the times, though, it would be different just because the school has different timings than some of our other schools. So,
I mean, the speed would be consistent,
yes,
20
yes,
miles an hour.
yes.
Okay, so it was the only school that still had 25 mile per hour?
No, some schools do still have there are schools without school zone speed limits. So those are whatever the speed limit of is there, but the ones we do have speed limits are 20 miles per hour. Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you for that clarity.
You're welcome.
Any further questions or discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you, commissioners.
Yeah, next well, the next meeting is November 20th at 4 p.m. 2023. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned at 4:10. Thank you, and we will meet a few minutes from now.
Thank you.